How to play Rummy. Rummy is a game of forming sequences and sets. It is played between 2 or more players. One deck of cards is used for 2 players. 2 or 3 deck of cards are used for more than 2 players. Deck of cards consists of 4 suits named spades, clubs, hearts and diamonds. Each suit consists of 13 cards. Therefore, we use 52 cards and 2 jokers to play Rummy. Cards in each suit rank from low to high. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. Ace can be used as number 1. In Rummy, every card is assigned with points. Ace, King, Queen and Jack are assigned 10 points. Rest of the numbers are assigned points based on their value. The first player to group all his 13 cards, that is, at least 2 sequences, 1 pure sequence and 1 impure sequence, wins the game. 3 or 4 consecutive cards of the same suit group to form a pure sequence. Example, 2 of hearts, 3 of hearts and 4 of hearts. 2 or 3 cards of the same suit along with wild joker or joker group to form an impure sequence. Example, 3 of clubs, 4 of clubs and a joker. 3 or 4 cards of the same value but different suits group to form a set. 2 or 3 cards of the same value but different suits along with a wild joker or joker also group to form a set. If a player does not have 2 sequence, 1 pure and 1 impure sequence, then the player loses 80 points. If the player has at least 1 pure sequence and 1 impure sequence, then the player loses points equivalent to his non-grouped cards. Let's start the game of 6 players. The game begins by distributing 13 cards to each player. The remaining cards are stacked upside down on the table called the closed deck. A card from top of the stack is kept face up on the table called the open deck. The player picks a random card from the closed deck and declares it as a wild joker. Here, let 7 of clubs be the wild joker. Therefore, 7 of all suit is declared as joker. Here, the player sorts her cards to form sequences and sets. It is wiser to drop the game if we do not have a pure sequence and a joker or at least 2 jokers, because in case the other player finishes the game, our card rank will be counted as our points. Rohan gets to know that he has no pure sequence and joker, so he decides to drop from the game without picking any card, either from the closed deck or open deck, so he loses 20 points. This act is called a first draw. Mrs. Ghosh picks the card from the closed deck and discards 6 of clubs. Riya picks the card from the closed deck and discards Ace of Hearts. Here, Mrs. Iyer already has a pure sequence and 1 wild joker, so she continues to play. Here, Jack of Diamonds, King of Clubs are high-ranking cards, and also they do not form any sequence or sets, so it is good to discard any of these cards. Mrs. Iyer picks a new card from the closed deck slot, that is 3 of spade, and King of Club is discarded on the open deck slot. Mr. Amitabh picks up King of Clubs from the open deck and discards Jack of Spade on the open deck. Dark Shark 24 picks 1 card from the closed deck and discards Queen of Hearts on the open deck. Now, Mrs. Ghosh picks a card from the closed deck and discards Ace of Spade on the open deck. Riya decides to drop the game. It's called as middle drop. In that case, she loses 40 points. Mrs. Iyer picks a card from closed deck, that is 8 of diamonds. 10 of spades is discarded on the open deck slot. Mr. Amitabh picks 1 card from the closed deck and discards Jack of Spades. Dark Shark 24 picks 1 card from the closed deck and discards 8 of hearts on the open deck. Mrs. Ghosh picks up 8 of hearts from open deck and discards Jack of diamonds on the open deck. Mrs. Iyer picks 1 card from closed deck, that is the joker. Though she has Jack of diamonds in her cards, she doesn't pick it up because making a set of the same rank, same suit is invalid. So Mrs. Iyer discards 9 of clubs. Mr. Amitabh drops the game based on his current cards, that is 1 impure sequence, 1 set and ungrouped cards. Since he doesn't have 1 pure sequence, he loses 80 points. Dark Shark 24 picks 1 card from the closed deck and discards Ace of Spades. Mrs. Ghosh picks 1 card from closed deck and discards 9 of spades. Mrs. Iyer picks 4 of spades from the closed deck and discards 2 of diamonds on the open deck. Dark Shark 24 picks one card from the closed deck and discards 6 of hearts. Mrs. Ghost drops the game. She has one pure sequence, one impure sequence. So, counting the ranks of the ungrouped cards, she loses 20 points. Mrs. Iyer picks 6 of hearts from the open deck and discards 4 of diamonds. Mrs. Iyer declares herself as the winner, as her 13 cards consist of one pure sequence, 2 impure sequence, and a set. If the declared cards do not meet the above criteria, the player will lose the game, earning 80 points. So recheck your cards before declaring as a winner. Play Rummy with Rummybaazi.